Hello everybody, welcome to another Valheim video. Today I'm going to be giving you a tour of Expand World Prefabs. I want to make a video dedicated entirely to just the basics of how this fantastic mod works, because this will help those of you who are just getting started in EWP scripting. And as with most things, we should start simple at the very beginning. What is EWP? Well, EWP stands for Expand World Prefabs, and it's another fantastic mod by Yair. So you put this on either your server or your local client in single player, and then it gives you the ability to put these text files or YAML files onto the server or your computer and change the world around you. For example, this is an Enigma path on a test copy world, right? And at first it looks like it's just a normal path, but then boom, stuff starts happening, and I got black screened because I was in ghost mode doing nonsense, and there's anti-cheat features. This is all the stuff you can do with EWP. And one of the things that's so great about it is you don't need to understand all of it to get started. And I want to encourage you in this video to get started just trying it out, do something with it. It's really fascinating and really fun. All you have to do is just use a tool to manage mods like R2 Modman, and then make some kind of profile, right? We're going to make a new one here, and it's going to be the EWP tutorial. I spelt it wrong. We're moving forward. Don't worry about it. That doesn't matter. What matters is this installed section here. That's the mods you have. Online are the mods you can get. And the mod you're trying to get is Expand World Prefabs. Boom. This one right here. You see that? We're going to download this, and then boom, get its dependencies, and then boom, look at that. Here we are. We're now set up, good to go. We launch modded once, and then we could just join any existing world, or we could make a new world. And now we're in a world. I'm in a weird world, but don't worry, it can be any world that you already have. As long as you are in single player right now and you have that Expand World Prefabs mod loaded, then look what you can find in your files. Just go back into R2, and then you're gonna be in the same profile that you just made, and then go to Settings, and then Browse Profile Folder, okay? This is going to open up the correct place in your files, and you want to go into BepInEx and then Config, and from here, Expand World. And this is the glorious file in all of its beauty, the Expand Prefabs YAML. You're going to learn to worship that file because it can bring you the answer to any problem you experience in Valheim, allowing you to reshape the world around you in ways that you don't even think are possible. That's the glory of EWP. There's usually more than one way to accomplish whatever it is that you can imagine. We've entered a fascinating new world of scripting in Valheim, and it's only a matter of time before more people start realizing what's possible. Who knows? Maybe you're one of those people. I know that EWP sounds so cool that it must be really complicated, but that's the glory of it, that it adds a whole new level of depth and responsiveness to the Valheim world. Before EWP, you could only really build in the, let's call it, physical dimension. You could build a big object like this, you could change it, you could make it invincible, etc., etc. You can't really react to what your players are doing and build the mechanics of Valheim around them, making a completely different experience for every server. Each different iteration and playgroup can influence the experience. It's kind of like bringing the Dungeon Master back into the gameplay loop from Dungeons & Dragons from the 80s. Having EWP on your server allows you to customize things in a degree that is unfathomable. And that's what makes it so utterly fascinating at the end of the day. You can start trying things now. You don't need to master anything. You're already ready. Let's get to it. You see, Yair has been so kind as to host a Discord group. So if you go to the Expand World Prefabs page or the description of this video and scroll down, you can find a link to this Discord here. This will bring you to the Valheim World Editing Discord, and there are two really important places here in this group. The EWP chat, which is a daily active chat filled with people talking about Expand World Prefab, sharing their problems, questions. It's awesome. I've learned loads from the people here. And then more interestingly for you all right now, probably is the config share. This is where you can go to browse different scripts that other people have already made. As I mentioned, you don't need to know how this all works to put a script on your server and start messing with things. And then you can just kind of adjust it, and that's a great way to get started. For example, if we scroll down, we can see that around 2 weeks ago, Raka shared a script about a healing staff, and you can see the actual script here, right? And then if you watch this video, you get a little video that shows a player with a staff of shield with a customization added to it that makes it heal the player and show these little heart emoticons, right? And that's what I'm telling you. You can start dabbling now. This isn't something you need to learn to code or practice with. And that's why I realized I should make this video, because a lot of people, I can tell, those of you who are new to this EWP world, you think it's way more complicated than it really is. Like, don't get me wrong, EWP itself is complicated. There's a lot to learn before you can master it. But let me ask you this. Do you need to be a master chef to fry an egg? Or even bake a cake? Not really, right? It's totally possible. You don't need to be anything. It's the same way here. You don't need to be anything in particular. You just need to have something in Valheim that you want to try. And then through browsing other people's scripts, you're going to learn what's possible. And that's going to inspire you to either give up or get super into EWP. At this point, you'll experience what we refer to as the EWP bug, where you get completely obsessed with it. And yeah, that's the next year of your life right there. But this section here, the config share and the EWP chat, this is actually just the first branch of the education, so to speak, because there's a couple other ones, and they're really important. So first off, let's look at the documentation that Yair provides for Expand World Prefabs. If we go back to the mod page on Thunderstore and we scroll down, we can see that near the Discord link was this documentation usage link. So we can go here, and then we get a fantastic README that we can search through like a dictionary that shows us the different things that we can do. It's pretty awesome. The point is that there's lots of different ways that you can get immersed in EWP and start learning about it and practicing it yourself. There's scripts other people have that are available to you in this Valheim World editing group by Yair, and you can ask us questions in the EWP chat should you encounter any problems, or you're having installation issues, or even if you're just looking for ideas on what to script. And that's what's so cool about EWP. Yeah, you could make an entirely customized Valheim world that reworks every single one of the Valheim experiences from the ground up, including the mechanics, the progression, the boss fights, the itemization, everything. Or you could just change your boat. You know, you could do something really simple. And like, you don't have to worry so much. Just try it out. It's probably going to be a lot more fun than you'd expect. And with that, I wish you the best. Remember to join the Valheim World Editing Discord by Yair. It's the best place to learn about this cutting-edge EWP technology for us Valheimers. After all, we have like a year before Keep North still. You gotta have something to do in that time, right? Well, now you do. You got plenty of time. Alternatively, if you want to support my work, then consider renting your own dedicated Valheim server. Having your own EWP server is one of the more interesting ways to go about it, because unlike on single player, other people can easily access the experience and they don't even need any mods installed. So from their perspective, it's completely unlike anything they've done before. It's vanilla, but it's not vanilla. It's a conundrum. If you need any kind of inspiration or have any ideas, just share them in the comments below. Let me know. I love figuring out new things to make videos about. So if you're confused by something related to EWP, then just let me know. Consider this an introduction video that's inviting you all so that you understand that I'm here and I'm trying to teach people about EWP because I think it's awesome. So, you want to learn about it? All right, tell me what confuses you and I'll make content about it. Okay, so comment below with what you get confused by. Well, if you're interested in EWP, I'm here, and I genuinely want to help, because I could only do this because people helped me a lot, in all honesty, especially Dakar, Yair, Raka. These individuals and a handful of others have done so much, and people like Haloa have made a bunch of really useful tools. It's just incredible what this community is capable of and is doing. So I just want to bring more people to it, because I know that this is an incredibly powerful force, and it's going to do things that none of us can imagine. And that, for me, is very exciting. So I formally invite you to it. Thanks for participating, and I'll see you in the comments or in the Valheim World Editing Discord. Bye-bye.